Welcome back to Limbus Company Daily Mirror Dungeon. New update just released yesterday, so we now have, whenever it loads, Liu Ishmael. Good burn unit, a lot of burn power, a lot of like coin power, just pretty strong skills even disregarding the burn. So, I mean, obviously enough, we're gonna do a burn build today. Now, I was gonna choose a burn E.G.O gift, but pretty much as soon as I started trying to get a burn E.G.O gift, I encountered something a little bit funnier. Lunar Memory. All types and affinity resistances of enemies for abnormalities, all parts, change to fatal. Now, is it actual burn? No. But will it be funny? Yes. And we'll probably find some burn stuff along the way, I hope. Some burn E.G.O gifts, because there are quite a few good ones. There we go. So for the team, of course, going for the 4 Liu people. I'm going for Grip Sinclair since he's also burn. And I'm going for Frioshu and Ncorp Rodion because they've got a fair bit of both Lust and Wrath, while still having 4th Match Flame and Force for the Flames in Ryoshu's case. Which gives them a little bit of a way to inflict burn. There's only 5 burn identities in the game so far, so much as we could do. But yeah, she looks pretty cool. She's the first of the Liu identities to actually have like the trademark or the traditional Liu jacket, since these guys kind of go like jacketless. They've got like armor-ish things, but they don't have the red jacket. Probably means, of course, the higher ranked Liu people, the more Liu they look. Oh, they fixed how this looks. Okay. So you can see their resistances are a little bit weakened thanks to the powers of our E.G.O gift. This is a rank 4. This is the one that costs 400 in the shop. So just randomly finding it as a starting E.G.O gift is a little bit silly. That guy's on 2 HP. Just one more tails and it would have been a kill. Oh? Okay, I was like, wait, is Honglu gonna win this? But no, he didn't. He just managed to beat a little bit of it. That's fine. Get a big Lust Resonance off here. Lust doesn't help us too much. Lust Own does for you, but this passive is very good. Liu Ishmael's passive. 3 Wrath Res, deal 10% more blunt damage for every 3 burn count on the target. So if you use this passive, Liu Ishmael just does 30% more damage against enemies with 9 burn count or more. Which sounds like a lot, but there's a couple ways to get a decent amount of burn count right now with some of these E.G.O gifts. The one I'm kind of like the most looking for is Dust to Dust, because Dust to Dust just kind of makes burn notably better because it makes so all enemies start with 2 burn count, which makes the whole issue of burn count a lot less of an issue. No matter what, they'll be able to take their burn will count for this turn and the next turn, and any burn count on top of that just extends the time that's inflicted for. Oh yeah, that does remind me. I need to... Oh no, you can't look down on floor 1. Huh. So when can you look down? I'm scrolling down as much as I can, but I can't actually look down. Because the final boss kind of matters a lot here. This isn't anything too noteworthy. It's Rupture. Because, in case you don't remember one of their gimmicks, I'm pretty sure Talus, the actual So That No One Will Cry fight, anything you inflict on So That No One Will Cry, or any burn you inflict is inflicted back to the attacker? Something like that. It inflicts that burn. I don't remember the specifics, but basically, if we encounter him, we're going to have a rough time. I'm still going to go all out on the burn, and we might make it. That'll be certainly something, though. We'll hit use your Capote there. It's cool. And it also means you're actually going to win the clash, because it's not really guaranteed otherwise. Nice. And Tails, though, because he's still not great on sanity, that's fine. Current issue with like this team is the fact that there's not, even once they have the full 7-person party, I don't have any gluttony. That's why I don't have Sinclair's stew E.G.O. Instead I have Impending Day, because I don't have any gluttony, so I cannot use the stew, even though the stew does increase burn inflicted with its passive. There we go. lust resonance. I love the skill called red kit being orange. That's silly. That's probably because, like, what is it? Is our red kick is our that's her primary, right? Why didn't they make her primary wrath and her secondary lust then? It's because her tertiary is envy. It's not like they were like saving it. Oh, this is Fey Lantern. I haven't seen this event yet. In the middle of a quiet and peaceful forest, a delicate tree branch is placed. It's not going to be burnt, but it'll be cool. A small fairy with a green glow sits atop it. Oh, is this where we get the midwinter nightmare? Saying no words, the fairy waves at us, inviting us to come over and take a break. It looks like it was smiling, and it might have been dancing. We'll take a momentary break. The fairy waves us to bring us closer. It seems to be guiding us to a more comfortable place. Or maybe that was what we wanted to believe. Our feet were hurting from the long journey. What will you do? Get closer, leave. I'll get closer. The fairy's smile stretches into an eerie grin. Strangers didn't need to be pointed out for everyone to share the same sentiment. Even though we knew we shouldn't trust things by the looks, we still fell for it. We'll have to pay the price for it. Combat encounter. Oh, interesting. Oh, we gotta bring 7 people for this combat encounter. That's funny. Makes sense. It's probably like that for any combat encounter that you get from actual abnormalities. Because it was kind of like that in, like, how the Mirror Dungeons used to work. Anytime you get a combat encounter from, like, an abno, it would result in, being able to have 5 people. Now, you didn't always have 5 people, so you wouldn't always be able to make use of it, but if you had enough recruit spaces back then there still would be times in which you could make use of it. Okay. There we go. It's just sloth, guys. Kind of surprised it's, like, not, like, gluttony guys or something. Since I think that's what... Since that's what Fey Lantern is, yeah? Because Fey Lantern is where, that's where Gregor's Lantern comes from. That abno. And that's gluttony, and I actually think Midsummer Nightmare might be sinking. Or no, not sinking. Might be gloom. I don't know if the E.G.O gift is gluttony. So I guess you get that. Maybe you need to get closer and then leave. Instead of just keep on getting closer. It definitely does make me very interested in the fact that if that is where you get Midwinter Nightmare, then that is very heavy Titania connections. Which is strange, because Fey Lantern seems to be a, well, Meat Lantern aberration, possibly. Although it is very fairy-like, so hard to say for sure. It's the kind of thing that can go anyway. There are some abnos that seem to be like aberrations of multiple abnormalities. Kind of like how the man staring at the portrait, whatever he is called, one of the abnos from Mirror Dungeon 2, seems to be a combination of Road Home and Old Lady. Seems to have aspects from both of them. Although I think primarily Old Lady. Hard to say. Weak to slash. I gotta remove you guys, unfortunate. We didn't even get anything for fighting those abnos. We didn't even get like an E.G.O gift set, or those Becatule. Yeah, slash. So it's Ting Tang Gang. Their weaknesses don't matter at all, though. No matter what, they're gonna be weak to us. Thanks to the lunar memory. Sure, I am really hoping we still do end up getting burn stuff, because it would kind of be sad if I just didn't. Okay, that just insta-killed because they're weak to Wrath and they're weak to Blunt. Shh. Really is a perfectly balanced E.G.O gift. Okay, you're gonna go for that person. That's fine. That won't result in everyone dying. I feel like I haven't been using Ishmael's tertiary lock just because of the fact it's envy and there's a lot more wrath and lust stuff on all these Liu people. And that's kind of like the main burn sins. Of course, because, well, they're fire colored. Yellow, their sloth is also fairly common. Right, not quite as much. Yeah, this guy's got 3 burn, 5 burn count. And we can get a little bit of a Lust Abs res here. Red kick was enough to kill, though. Victory. And E.G.O gift time. Ashes to ashes. This is good. If all avenues have burn, inflict 2 burn on enemies. That's actually awful. It's such a little amount of burn. I don't think I've, like, really thought too much about that. That's such a weak effect, because it's just 2 burn. Maybe it's just because I've gotten used to some of these more insane effects. Stuff like all enemies start with 2 burn count, and being able to inflict more burn from, like, Wrath Abzarez or something. Oh, these guys. I was gonna check their weaknesses, but no, I remember now. Everything. Fatal to everything, single thing. I do like how it says they're not... It hasn't decreased their pierce weaknesses because they are just fatal to pierce normally. That's the only one that doesn't show the little down arrows on. I'm pretty sure the only other way to reduce people's, like, actual resistances is 7 Otis. I think it's just 7 Otis's, tertiary pass, or tertiary status effect. And, well, this E.G.O gift. Although I guess it just shows the down arrows when things are staggered, though. That's the other time, I guess. So it's cool, because if Liu Ishmael kills... with her tertiary's final coin, she gains 1 coin power. Now, it needs to kill with the actual final coin itself, which is hard on a 4 coin scale. They tend to die earlier than you'd like, but it still can happen. Let's see, what do we get here? Tomorrow's Fortune, I think I might just take. This is a really nice one, just getting more options. And I think I'll just pass for the others. Ryoshu doesn't have burn stuff, so I don't really particularly want to change her deck. She's there just for the sake of it. If anything, I'd probably get rid of her secondary for another tertiary, since then we'd be going more into the Lust and Wrath stuff. But I don't think it's necessary. We're not even using her. I mean, we are using her, but we're not using her that much. Yeah. I guess I really am starting to see just how little sloth there actually is in the burn team, because it's just... Liu Gregor has a sloth tertiary, and Liu Mersalt has a sloth secondary, but that's it in this entire team. Might want to try getting something that's better for sloth then. Because, I mean, isn't Mersalt Capote 2 Wrath, 2 Lust, 1 Sloth? And I think Ishmael's is like 2 Wrath, 1 Lust, 2 Sloth? Or I may be getting that backwards. It's something like that, though. Nice. That guy's gonna burn to death. Yep, there it goes. And Grip Sinclair for the win. Clean finish. You know, we get a heal spot and then it's just the final boss. And yeah, we'll just heal everyone. You're only one person needed it, and then it was only like 5 HP worth. Weak to Sloth, weak to Blunt. Don't mind if I do. What is that? Is this Cyborg Man Hurtley? It might be. No, it's the apple. That would do it. It's not like the weaknesses actually matter for us anymore. I want to go for the Lost Resonance, but I also want to... I'll actually save that, the Inner Gate Elbow Strike, for next turn, I think. Because we don't need to go all out. Or maybe not next turn, depending on how much damage we deal to it. Probably next turn, though. I think there's a decent chance we just break the body instantly. Yeah. Looking at that, he's already staggered and it's been 1 attack. We've already gone overkill on this, and it's just the first phase. Yep, there goes the body. So nothing else we do here matters. It's just using them for the sake of it, I guess. They should have made it one of those parts that breaks and then just stops all the other attacks going for it. Similar like the snake people. That could have made a little more sense. Oh! Oh. His weaknesses are normal. That makes sense though, because... No, it doesn't. I mean, this, if I'm not mistaken, didn't Dark Flame isn't like this, right? Dark Flame like would always change it, but it used to only be like when it's activated. So I guess this works kind of like old Dark Flame then. I don't remember old Dark Flame too well. I didn't really pay much attention to it until later on. But yeah, it seems to only actually change weaknesses at the start of a battle. The end, it's anything that spawns mid-battle, no luck. I wonder what happens with multiple wave fights then. Does that suffer from the same issue? Guess I'll have to test it out. There are no multiple wave fights in the mirror dungeon, because the only multiple wave fight in the mirror dungeon was Baba Yaga, who is no longer in the mirror dungeon. Rest in peace. And it's not really like I'm gonna ever replay the second dungeon, or at least I don't think I will unless I do like a full replay of the game, so probably not gonna see Baba Yaga for a while. Maybe we'll see it in like a Fraction Railway, or maybe it'll be in Mirror Dungeon too hard. A little bit of burn on the body. Not the most. But it adds up. Tomorrow's Fortune should add another option to the shop. Okay, yeah, this guy's very dead. And scene. Or I guess you say that when it's actually dead, not when it's almost dead. I like how this was going to be a burn build. We're building up a fair bit of burn, but it's more so just the classic Ruina unga bunga build with like maximum blunt damage. And we've got Dark Flame, so this is just a Yasod build at this point. Okay, this guy burns to death. So do I let him burn to death? I think so. No one's going for you, you can't. I guess the counter might do it, actually. Hopefully it doesn't, then. Actually, then I probably just shouldn't counter, huh? I got it, though. You know, the counter might kill him, and that would be a little sad, but if so, he has it coming. Because, like, who dies to a counter? Oh, was I not? Oh, no, that's the counter, right. I for some reason forgot that she was the one who had the counter. Because the counter is +1 burn count. Which gives her a way to inflict burn count in situations that you might need burn count. That's cool. Nothing good. Is this one good? Nope. Multi-target, bleed, blunt damage deals SP. We could just go for this, just to go for the full SP, just to make them sad. Or we can take more damage against staggered enemies. I'll take this, though. For the variety. We don't need more damage. We really don't. This is the challenge fight. We'll go here. Weak to slash. More like weak to blunt. Am I right? Like that. You can deal with the counter, I think. Possibly. I'm not going insane, right? Does the font look different in the top right? And in the top left? Has it always been like that? Has it? Have I never noticed? I don't know, actually. I feel like I would have noticed that last night, though. It feels so, like, apparent here. I think it very well could just be the fact that it's, like, sticking out to me because of the fact that I'm seeing all those, like, very, like, bright resistances. Oh, they all just died. I think I noticed that earlier this run, but I was like, I don't think it's anything too weird. But I'm looking at it again, and it might be weird. I don't know what the font looked like before, though, so I think it's just a silly moment for me. Helterfly, we'll take this. Wrath, Absolute Resonance, just inflicts burn to all enemies. When inflict burn to all enemies. Yeah. I'll take that. And it shows Ryoshu again, which I don't really want. We'll just save up our cost. Fight time, weak to blunt, probably N-Corp or K-Corp. Or I guess it could be robots. I think N-Corp, K-Corp, TLA robots are the 3 blunt weak fights. And it's Encore.
좋아. 얼른 끝내고 밥 먹으러 가자고.
Can't get the Wrath Absolute Resonance. Sad, since that just inflicts 5 burn to all enemies. Nice. That's death.
칼은 신나. 노래 부를까?
생각보다 잘 타는 걸. 적확한 하나비였어.
Just one left.
야호. 이기는 편. 우리 편.
Is his skill 3 also? Yeah, it's only if it kills with the 3rd coin. So similar to Ishmael's coin power up. Just thinking about that. I don't think I ever fully realized that it was on the 3rd coin for Crip Sinclair. But it makes sense since that's where it's listed. If it just meant if the skill kills at all, it would have been listed before coin 1. Like the activation effects area, I guess. Healing? Do we need healing? A little bit. Not enough to like warrant going here, but like... Field white, summer dark for head, sky is red. This is the normal, right? I know there's a new Gossip PM. I guess I don't really need anything staggered. I'll take it. Because it might be different, and I'm just not knowing. I feel like it looks slightly different. It is just white Gossip PM. Maybe that's not the best thing for a burn build, but I mean, enemies will still have bad resistances even when they get unstaggered. So... it's fine. Okay. You guys. Struggling? Eh. Oh, this is better though. Oh, this is better. Oh, because this will go for you. Yes. And we'll get the Wrath Resonance, so everyone will get 5 burn. Now, we don't have burn count on the enemies though. That's the one thing. So the burn won't matter too much unless we get a good amount of burn count on all these enemies. Oh yeah, this skill, this also inflicts burn by Wrath Resonance and burn count on all enemies a little bit. And it does 137 damage because it's got a pretty high roll. He might get staggered by the burn. Also, we got the Wrath Absolute Resonance, right? Was that not how you gave 5 burn to everyone? Because everyone did not get 5 burn from the Helterfly stream. I'll have to check. Oh no, was it 5 burn in total? Was it not 5 burn to everyone? Yes, it's 5 burn in total. That would do it then. So it's kind of lame. I forgot. That's why it's kind of lame. That would do it though. Well, we can just go with all lust and finish these guys off. Why did I take the Gossip PM? Why did I? I know it's because I thought it could be like different or something, but like, was that really a good enough reason? I don't know if it was. Because now we're stuck with the Gossip PM. The main issue with that is then they're going to bleed to death instead of burn to death some of the times. Okay, but it's time for this. Dust to dust, there we go. That's what we need. 2 burn and 2 burn count on all enemies. Sloth Resonance, 2 burn and 2 burn count on all enemies. We're not going to get Sloth Resonance off, but the 2 burn count on all enemies at the start of every fight, that matters. That matters. We'll go down. Oh yeah, and assuming we take you now, because we got the 2nd level ticket. Alright. Neutral. You're fine. Okay. That was just a moment of silence. Whoops. Actually, you know, give me a minute. Alright, there we go. I'm back. Back to finishing these goons off. Seems like we got almost every passive off there. The only one we didn't get off was, well, 3 Rathares, because we do Rathares. That either means, I mean, it's a lot of it's owned, but some of it, I guess, is Lust Resonance, I think. Maybe, I don't even know if any of it is Lust Resonance. I don't know. Passives are interesting. I hope at some point we will get, like, actual passives, because the current passive we have are kind of more like active passives than, like, passive passives. Because I feel like some identities are going to need to have more to them that's in there, like, a passive section, just in order to work at all. But we'll see.
다음 유효타 좋아. 집중하지.
Okay. Staggered him, almost killed him. The bleed here isn't doing much, but the burn's doing plenty. Yeah, all of this is owned. And it's all like Lust, Sloth owned. So it's just this one that we actually need to trigger, which is easy enough to trigger. Hopeless, that's actually probably hopeless. Usually I'd be like, that's not actually hopeless, but no, this is Coerced Judgment. That usually is pretty hopeless when it is hopeless, but I'm fine with him losing a little bit of HP. It's getting to the point where his sanity is going to be far too high because killing enemies is too good for his health, for his mental health. Okay. Oh, whoops, there we go. Hey, QE. Good to see you, buddy. I'll take the... I mean, that's a pretty nice E.G.O gift. It just means burn and envy stuff is more burn. And I'll take some cost from you. What is it? 30, 40, 40. That's fine. The haste is an interesting effect you can get from him, but it's not too great. We'll fight the Abno here. Weak to blunt, weak to gloom. That means it's going to be, well, one of the ones weak to blunt. Like half of the Pegatule are weak to blunt. Yeah, it's those guys. Hopeless. Quote unquote hopeless. Look at how high our speed values are for the most part. This is all thanks to the Starlight reward. Yeah, it's showing it there 3 to 10. It would normally be 3 to 8, but it's been buffed to 10. And of course, my defense level is also buffed a little bit. That's why it's 33 in yellow. That's cool. I'll get more of the Starlight rewards in due time. It'll take some time, of course, but that's fine. Actually, some of these clashes I probably shouldn't have done. Some of them were not favored. I don't know why I just approved that. Don't know why I signed off on this decision, Dante. Nice. Just straight up demolishes them. And because it killed with the final coin, she gets the plus coin boost. Nice, that guy burns out. And yeah, that's a clash lost. I was expecting that much. It's not. It was a little bit of damage, but it wasn't too much damage. This guy gets staggered in return. But no, this E.G.O gift is really good. Inflict additional burn by half the skill's total coins. Because a lot of the Liu stuff is all about having a bunch of coins. You'll notice that with a lot of their identities. Don't know why exactly that's like a common thing, but it's cool. I guess it kind of fits them well enough, though. Like, well, it's like the whole idea of like the all-out war type deal, which is kind of like the cornerstone of Leo stuff. Being all about like tactical maneuvers, martial arts, of course, that's a big thing to it. Because martial arts is a lot more hits, but like weaker hits than using an actual weapon. Because while you're using your fists, but because it's an actual part of your weapon, you can kind of use it more, I guess. Nothing good here. Gregor's skill, though. We'll give him another perfected palm strike. This will give us a little more sloth, which we do kind of need. Otherwise, we just leave, though. Save up for the final shop. We'll be able to afford anything we want in the final shop, so it's not like... an issue at all. Dog. I didn't even look at the weaknesses like at all. I didn't even comprehend it to try and like be like, oh, I wonder who it is. I should have, but I just was like, nah, don't need to. In my head for some reason, and you know, fair enough, me. Fair enough.
이대로 가보자고.
Oh. Sinclair got min roll for his speed. Well, it's fine, because Ironclad Retribution alone is enough to break the body. So we're just going to stack a bunch of burn on it here. Shame we don't have the ability to double the burn if it's over 20, because it'll be a lot of burn here.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
Even this inflicting a fair bit of burn thanks to the pinpoint logic circuit.
엄청난 공격이었어. 기념할 만한 걸.
Nice. 38 burn, 7 count. This is going to be even more burn. Yep, there's 40, 42. Oh, he's just dead. Oh, I forgot about the fact there was a decent chance he just died because we were using a bunch of strong attacks. But, you know, that makes a lot of sense. And burn? No burn. We'll take Gloom resources then. That'll be useful for, like, Honglu's mass attack, I guess. Use it a couple times here. It sounds like it could be beneficial. Because we don't have too much Gloom. What else does it need, though? Is it doable? It's Lust. That is very doable, then. Psh. Don't even need to ask, really.
최선을 다해보지.
And yeah, we mass attack here.
득세한다는 사람 누구야?
Just for the sake of it. We don't need to do more than that, probably, but... just a little bit of mass attacking. As a treat. His sanity is far too good. And he's gonna kill someone, so sanity's gonna get even better, yeah. Thankfully his passive is always active, so he only gets half as much sanity from winning clashes and killing people. But these guys are still like level 40-ish, so it's still a lot above what we are. Nice. Of course, hitting the staggered people, very easy to finish them off. Yep. All of them died first turn. Mass Attack Gaming. We might have been able to do it without the Mass Attack, but I don't think so. I don't think Gregor would have been able to kill that guy on his own. Because he was using his primary. This is bad. This is awful. Yeah, neither of these matter. These both require me to have charge count in some capacity from some other source. Which isn't happening. Onwards we go then. Oh, I didn't look. What is the final boss? That's not telling me what it is. I don't know why I was like sitting there thinking about it. As if I was gonna know any time before this battle ends. A moral enactment, that's a moral enactment, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. You're not gonna lose a moral enactment. The worst you could roll there was, well, I guess a 13, because it was like +1, thanks to his offense level. Nice. That was awesome. And that guy burns to death. He actually gets hit again, so it doesn't matter. Yep, Honglu finished him off. Protected Death Fist. This is also a kill. Nice. You defend. He'll gain sanity. He's already at max. It doesn't matter. But this way I'll reduce damage taken. Actually, he didn't even need to get the chance to. Thankfully, Rodion killed him before he got the chance to counter. And before he got the chance to clash against Sinclair. Or to hit Sinclair, and Sinclair defending against it. Abno time. The Abnos give such bad, like, cost rewards. I don't know why you take these other than the chance of getting an E.G.O gift. I don't know how great the chance of getting an E.G.O gift is still. Someone's probably extracted that from, like, the game data, though. Maybe I should research into that, try and figure out stuff like that, because it could be good info to have. Could change my playstyle. Frontal assault, you frontal assault that one. We're doing pretty well as far as speed goes, so we can redirect pretty much whatever. God. We do not have great odds a lot of these times, though. Go for this, then. Were you going for this guy? Yeah. And then just hit some of these ones with more attacks. Not that one, this one. Just to finish him off. That's not the one I selected. I don't know why I thought that was the one I selected. Oh, great. Okay, it still turned out fine. He still got staggered, thanks to being, well, weak to everything. And those were both the people who aren't containing by the mass attack got staggered, so I think we're pretty much set here. The mass attack goes now, and should hit the 3 Wrath Pekatule. Yep, and staggers all of them. Although I think Rodion staggered one already, so it's just going to stagger the other 2. That's good, so Sinclair's not going to... For a second I thought that said 900, and I was like, what? But no, it was 90 times 3, just overlapped funnily. Oh, one of those Wrath guys is burning to death. Yep, there they go. Oh, but they don't get staggered because of the stupid E.G.O gift. That's right. I forgot about that again. Darn. Means these guys are going to put up a fight in their final moments. Unfortunate. Might mean they burn to death or they bleed to death if they try and attack us, though. Although, why give them a chance? I suppose. I almost went for there. No. Go for the fight so I can go to the shop. And weak to slash enemies, so it's probably going to be like more TLAP? No, it's these guys. That actually makes more sense, doesn't it? They love putting these guys much later than they really should be. Like that, there we go. Intense Bleeds, triggered. Not gonna do much for us. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Excellent. Every blunt attack just reducing their sanity by 5 matters a lot here. Because these guys gain +2 to every single coin if they get heads on it. That's a little scary, so just reducing these guys' sanity as much as possible is good. It's a little annoying against the Taikyuu guys since they've got their skill called A, which is a 15 minus 10. But they don't get a chance to use that if we just kill them. And that guy burned or bled to death. Not quite burnt to death, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. And we'll see. Will we get something good? Honglu, Perversion, Charge type gloves. I haven't gotten these yet. These are the rank 4 for charge, though. That's kind of lame. Max charge count +10. That's cool, I guess. It could be cooler, though. That's the thing. We'll get a Crimson Blaze Fist up, and we'll grab Perversion. Grand Welcome is funny, but there's like 3 fights left, so it's not going to be too much, and we don't even need the Pride very much. 29. Cost doesn't matter. I don't know why I'm checking for cost. We'll do this, we'll get an event, we'll fight the boss. I once again did not look what the boss was weak to. My bad. I really should change the loading screen. Because I have it just set to that one so I don't actually show like spoilery stuff. Because I don't want to show spoilery stuff because that's lame. But it could just still be like unspoilery, but like... I could just choose a cutscene that isn't as like crucial to the story. This guy is owning me. Alright. Good job, Gregor. Well, hopefully no one else owns anyone as hard as Gregor just got owned. Crimson Blaze Fist, yeah, this'll go well. And it's blunt, so it's reducing their sanity. These guys don't have sanity because they're robots. Never mind, I forgot it's always 50-50. And this guy, 7 HP, he'll burn to death if he doesn't get hit again. I don't think he gets hit again, so he's going to burn to death. Love to see it. Once again, maybe should have brought Yi-Song so I could have a burn mass attack. That's fine, though. How's our clash chance looking? Not great there. Otherwise, it's fine. So we just need to have you use Suddenly One Day. We'll be set.
이대로 가보자고.
Suddenly One Day uses Lust and Gloom, which are two things we have in abundance because we've got a lot of Lust and we've got the lighter for Gloom.
변해 있었어.
So it's a lot. I should have used a lot more. It's mainly just. It can inflict burn, I guess, because it's random what status effects it inflicts, and burn is an option. But that doesn't really make it feel like a burn E.G.O. Because, well, it just has a chance of being burned.
제가 묻었네요. 완벽한 한 방.
Perfect hit, victory.
시원한걸?
This art, I mean, this loading screen, it's just too good. I can't replace it. Oh, the dimensional refraction variant, alternate form. I think what hit the switch, you get the actual like night vision goggles, and then you get another choice, don't you? Yeah, it's a different choice. If you reach out and touch it, I think you take a bunch of damage. And is this how you get night vision? Yes, it is. Activated if the following of an ally has 15 plus charge count. No thanks. Weak to Pierce, weak to Gloom. This is Fairy Gentleman. We can burn this guy. Fairly certain this is Fairy Gentleman. From past experiences, I think it's Fairy Gentleman. I don't think it's Talisman, because Talisman's blunted something. Oh, or it could just be Fox. Well, we can burn you. You two, go for your burn stuff. And the Fox just has... No, the Fox has a head and a body. We're gonna go mostly for the head, I think, though. Hopeless? That's not nice. You go for the mass attack, though, just to deal with a lot of these umbrellas. Otherwise, we can just kind of focus this guy down. Then dominating... That's neutral, that's not dominating. Dominating, and then this one, if I set it to this, it's neutral. Or it's favored, which is decent. This being neutral is a little worrying. I think this will work. Who did we not set? Oh, we didn't set you. We'll set that, and then we'll reset this one. We're not clashing against a lot of things, that's for sure, but we've got Honglu trying to deal with some of that stuff. He's gonna hit the random umbrella guys. Nice. Got the tails. This is like 4 burn. It's not the most, but it's still decent. Still does 142 damage because for some reason Rodion's egos just always roll so high. And the head just got broken. Surely we're going to inflict some burn count onto this thing. I actually don't think we are. Why did it not start with burn count? Do we not have dust to dust? Did we not just get that at the start of the... or sometime in the middle of the run? Am I being stupid? Why? Shouldn't this have some burn count? He's already at half HP though, so meh. Even if we don't get insane burn numbers, we didn't get great burn E.G.O gifts. When I was streaming last night, I got a lot of like really good burn E.G.O gifts. I didn't get the tier 4, but I got pretty much every other burn E.G.O gift. And it was kind of insane. Oh, that's a death. There we go, that's our burn count. So it's 52 with 3 count. We don't have the ability to double burn, unfortunately. It's still a lot of burn though. Just wish I could break it somehow. Fortunately, I can't. Not yet. Are you mass attacking? Cries seeking something. Merciless can capote that, assuming it gets the chance to go through. This guy is probably just gonna die. Do you have to kill the umbrella? I don't remember if you have to kill the umbrella. I don't think I've seen what happens if you just ignore the umbrella till the very end. I've usually killed them because, well, it gives the guy like a bunch of rupture. Why do you have 6 of these? Isn't it 1 per these death? And 1 umbrella splinter. Yeah, why do you have double the amount of umbrella splinters you should have? There's no other way to gain umbrella splinters. Yeah, there's literally... How do you have that many umbrella splinters? It's 1 per thing defeated. Oh well, who knows? The fox is dead. It's got a fair amount of bleed for, or fair amount of burn for, you know, not having too much insane burn stuff. And it goes down. And the umbrella just is deleted. So good enough. Good enough run for me. If you want to see like a really strong burn run, you can always watch
우육면 드실래요?
like the VOD of my stream from last night. Self-promotion, self-promotion. And Ishmael did the most. Sinclair did last. It's because Sinclair does really well early on, but falls off by the point he just gains too much sanity. And I can get my last bit of weekly bonuses. And this will bring me up 5 levels, I think. Yep, 38. Or 138, I should say. Wonder how high I'll be by the time the season ends. I feel like I probably would have been like 200 something for season 1. I did a lot of mirror dungeons. And yippee, claimed the 15 boxes. I actually got Ishmael from the gotcha, so I didn't have to spend any boxes, so I'm at 288. Pretty solid. And lunacy time. Or daily gotcha time. Daily poll time. There's 5 banners now, so it's a little bit more lunacy per day than it has been most of the time in the past. That's fine, though. See if I get anything special. It only took me, I think, 40 pulls to get Liu Ishmael, which is pretty nice. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, 41, because it's 1 of these and then 4 of the 10 pulls. Compared to the 82 it took me for... It was only like 75 to get Cake or Hong Lu because I used a bunch of tickets, but still. It's still not the worst luck, I guess. It's what? Like, there's a 2.6% chance to get a 3-star, so there's a 1.3% chance to get the focused 3-star in any poll. So I've had very great luck. For now. For now. And looks like nothing today, that's fine. Overall thoughts on Liu Ishmael? I love burn, and this is a very good burn unit, so very happy. Probably gonna be my main Ishmael identity from now on. It's not letting me press and hold. There we go. Don't know why that was. But yeah. Thank you for watching, even if it wasn't the optimal burn build. It was burn. And I'll see you guys next time.